powerups are here. Pausing for ads.
Hello, hello, and welcome back to another live stream. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. I didn't realize it was actually Friday until like a few hours ago. I went on a walk, and hey, you guys, welcome in. I went on a walk, and I was talking to my mom, and she's like, "Yeah, talking about how it's Friday." I'm like, oh, it is. I didn't. For some reason, it didn't click. That's right. So yeah, Friday. I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Yeah, decent day. Decent day. Nothing really happened, so I guess decent. You know, when nothing bad happens, I think that's a good day. That's how I should judge it. And most days, nothing bad happens, so most days are good days. So today, you were excited for the stream to tell us what happened today? Oh, you have good news happened to you? That's nice. That's good to hear. Congrats, or whatever it is. Hopefully you won the lottery somehow without even entering it. That's the ideal scenario. That's you know, you're always one, you know, they say that you're always one ticket away from winning. No. You're always technically 0 tickets away. You just need to find one on the street that happens to be the winning lottery ticket. That's my hope. You know, I don't play the lottery. I just hope, like, if I'm lucky enough to win the lottery, I should be lucky enough to just walk down the street and have like a lottery ticket just be on the ground, grab it for some reason when I never would, and then check it, and then it happened to be the winning too. That's how I see it, because the chances of that happening is just as likely as me winning the lottery. Yep. Basically 0%. So today, it's Friday, so we gotta take care of some other bugs that we wanted to take care of that we still have left over, and I realized that I don't think we implemented the potion effect. We should implement that in. You were in a and so you're over that? I mean, that's not good to be You know, I've had those streaks of depression and unpredictability. I can relate. I've been there. But the fact that you used was, hopefully that means it's over. And you're productive now and the depression is gone. Yeah, the thing that actually helps with that is vitamin D. It doesn't make it go away, but it helps. I mean, really, my advice with that is always figure out what's causing it. Like, why are you depressed? And then try to do something about that. Or at least try to talk to somebody about that. And usually helps a lot. Hey, you know what? Dream or no dream, if it helps, it helps. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Okay. So, what did I have open last time? I'll allow you to do that to get my shit together. Yeah, there you go. Hey, you know what? Be motivated in a dream? That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Well, I'm glad to hear that. That's good to hear. Yeah. Hey, dream or no dream, it worked. That's the main thing. That is the main thing. So let's start today by getting the health pickup working. And that is on the pickup item, I believe. Pickups. It's not this. No, this is the box. Hold on. Where is the? It's on the homing orbs. It's on the item drop. Yeah. Where did I put? Where did I put it? Oh no. It would be in pickups, I would have thought. But it's not. Why is it not in pickups? Hold on. Let's go to the room manager. Hey, on Failed Cafe, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. The lottery thing, 50% winning chance. Yeah, but for some reason, I keep losing so many 50%ers. You know? It's like, I don't know how I keep doing it. How I keep losing all those 50%ers. It just keeps happening. Where is this located? It's under interactables. Under abilities. Why is this here? This needs to go into the pickup section. Move here. And I can kill the interactables. Cancel. Okay. Fix up redirectors. Now delete. 3 a.m. Go to sleep. If you're tired and it's 3 a.m., go to bed. What are you doing up then? Yeah, first thought in the morning will define usually your rest of your day. Yep, I can relate with that. Yeah, you finish at 1 a.m., but you said it's 3 a.m. So I am your sleeping. Oh no. So what you're saying is I am so boring that you fall asleep watching me. I mean, look, it's a view is a view, I guess, but who am I to judge? No, I mean, it sounds like it. Sounds like I put you to sleep. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, so here's the wait. Back to here's the Becca base. Okay. So here, oh dear God, I need to clean this up. Do I need this still? I don't think I do. So I'm not gonna kill it, but I'm gonna detach it. String. Make it. You can't do anything after work, so you listen to a guy that makes you dream. Unintentional ASMR. That's romantic. I mean, sure. Tomato. Right? I guess. Same result. Okay. So we have this healing right here. So this healing is what we need. And we have the player reference. Which, so we can get not display sets, get AC character sets. And we can do modify health. Hold on. This is current modified. Yes. Yep. So that is correct. So how much do we want to heal? And do we want to heal by a percentage if we pick up a healing item? I think let's heal by 20. Just whatever it is. If you get a healing potion, it'll heal you 20. Just I think that should be fine. Hey, Stormrun, welcome in. You accidentally made a landscape for a specific game style, and now you're making an RPG? You don't know? Wait, how do you mean you accidentally made a landscape for a specific game style? How do you... That's like, oh man, I accidentally made this cake. There's a lot of steps that you have to accidentally do to end up with that. Right, you don't accidentally create an entire landscape with a full style and everything. Are you sure it was an accident? Yeah, like, and now you're describing 180 creatures. They have a party of 6. You just made a game. You're making a game. That's not an accident. There's no accident there. I don't see the accident part. Do I make a percentage? You can have a bigger potion. Yeah. You have no idea what I'm doing? Basically what we're doing, I'm configuring the drops. So whenever we clear a room, you have a item can drop. Or not an item can drop, an item does drop. Something always does drop. I wonder if I should make it so there's a chance for nothing to drop. But so right here, you can see something dropped here. There. And I can pick it up. And one of the things is a potion that can drop when you clear the room. I'm using a very overpowered weapon right now. Okay, so here's another thing. I need oh, hello. You can jump between rooms. When the doors are open, when the walls are open, he can jump between rooms. That's really cool. That's unintentional, but I kind of like that. PCG did it? Fair enough. But you still had to set it up, right? Where I was like, oops, I missed flour, eggs, and sugar. Now I'm going for a cake. I know, yeah, right? Runs at 80 FPS and your 10-year-old PC. Nice. It's not a bug, it's a feature. I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I can already jump between rooms, which is the point, right? So now the doors are locked, so I can't jump out. Right. But, yeah. Can I get a health potion, please? That's all I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get a health potion. Oh, I didn't see you there. Come back here. You. Oh, where's... Okay, so I got the coin. We don't have a shop set up yet. So that's not going to helpful. Or that's not going to be help. I really need to... tweak her... Oh, dear God, there's another one. Okay. I really need to modify her. None of them are health potions. Come on. I know it's all has an equal... Oh, no, it's not an equal chance. I literally configured a specific chance to drop. So that's the boss room. We don't care about the boss room. So let's go here. Where have we not been? This room? Nope, been to this room. There's a room I haven't been in. Okay, well, we got a card. I'm basically dead in a hit, so... You'd think I'd use the blocking, you know? Oh, god darn it. Right? I have blocking. I have not blocked a single time, mostly because I one-shot everything. Please get a health potion. I see a health potion to drop. Yeah. After this, we're fixing Zorla, because, dear God. Oh, health up. Thank you. Because she should not be. No. Let's continue into. What dropped? Oh, and give her Pampers. Clearly, probably would help. Okay, lifesteal will put me at max health. Basically, we don't actually want lifesteal because I want to be able to see that I'm healing. Just. I mean, I could have modified the chance of health drops. No. Do I want one more try? If I don't get the health item this time around, I'm just going to modify Zorla, and then we go from there. Oh, there's the health item. Okay, so now I need to take some damage. Yeah, now that I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be modifying Zorla. It's like, no, here we go. Sorry. Got some currency, which doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm at 106. Ah, cool, it works. I healed. That's really all I was trying to do. Make sure I healed. You were trying to make a Lego building system, and you thought using PCG would be a good idea. Turns out every actor that you spawn is part of the blueprint. But them to merge. You want them to merge. But they now have the same socket. Well, yeah, because you're spawning the same thing, the same object, right? So that object, that mesh, has a socket. So if you spawn the same mesh, then they all have the same socket, right? Because you configured it to have the same socket. If you're fine reusing one socket, but then you need to randomize it after that. So you can grab that socket and then randomize what goes into it, if that's what you're trying to do. Send me if you picked on Discord for landscape so far. Cool, I'll check it out. I'll check it out after the stream. I wonder if I should remove some of the distance on this culling. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, let's fix Zorla. Let's fix some Zorla stuff. Also, I wonder if I should move my camera a little up. I guess just put it here. Is that better? Is this better or is this worse? I don't know. I feel like down here, right, you cover one. There's no good spot for it. Here I'm covering the, I guess this is worse. This is probably better. There's really no, there's no good place for it. Screw it. I'm leaving it down here. If you look close in the bag, you can see a submarine on a landscape. It's the only way to the island because of the force field that makes it undetectable. Oh, interesting. There's fine something. Yeah. So the thing is, like, right when I hit play, the reason I moved it up a little. When I hit play, you see the health, but if I go full screen, you don't see the health. So it's like there's not a good place for it, really. But I guess here is better when I'm working on stuff. Making a socket to be different so they can attach to the right place. Any way to change or update the socket name of spawned actor? Probably is. I didn't look into it. I haven't needed it yet, so I haven't looked into it. But probably. You could probably just override it or make a array and modify what it is and yeah, go from there. Hey Led, welcome in. How's it going? You crop it to a floating head and move around as needed. Moving around is a little bit of a pain in the butt, I'll be honest, because it's a nested scene. So I need to set it up probably on my stream deck to just be able to just easily move up and down. I tried out TCG before starting to model every block. Yeah, do it. I remember I have a tutorial on how to use how to get all the information in the blueprint after it's been constructed. So you can get a reference to every single copy of that static mesh after it's spawned, and then work from that. So you have a reference to every single one of those. So yeah. Okay, let's go fix our Zorla. So this here, we need to, oh no, we need to stop this timer when she dies. So you can fix her, you swear. PCG is awesome. I love PCG. Anything procedural. I mean, honestly, like, proceduralism just means I can do it faster and easier with less time. The same thing as before. It's awesome. Anything that will make my life easier, I will absolutely do. Whether it's being modular, creating modular stuff, using proceduralism, whatever, it doesn't matter. You know, the result is just faster and easier. I'm thinking of creating a dispatcher. Well, I'm on her, so you know what? I could go to override death. And basically when this happens, when death happens, I can just need to clear and invalidate timer. Yeah, I don't need an event dispatcher or anything. Use my data asset PCG tutorial to add to your PCG city. Nice. Anything Substance Designer when? Unreal is getting it. Substance Designer isn't going to make my life and work easier. It's just a tool to create textures. It's not making my life easier. I still have to make them. Easier would be just using pre-made textures. Or having it just auto-generate them somehow. Substance Designer is not easier. Easier, just Google an image, use it, modify it. It takes 2 weeks to automate a 2-minute task and you're in? Yeah, that's how I am. I will use 2 weeks to automate something that makes me do it in 2 minutes, or makes a 2-minute task take 5 seconds, and yeah, I'll do it. Because then, in the long term, after a year, if you're doing 2 minutes a day, you've now, you know, I mean, I'm not doing the math properly, but if you're doing 2 minutes a day, and it's now 5 seconds a day, right? Absolutely worth it. Because, again, even after a year, it doesn't add up. After 2 years, 3 years, etc., right? Whatever it is. It always makes it easier. You can change the parameters from your graph and change the texture real time instead of baking again and again. So the problem with Substance Designer, there is a flaw in Substance Designer workflow. And that is you're baking the texture down. So I work, I'm gonna pull up Paint for this. So I very much like a layered workflow. So Unreal has material layers, and that's what I like. So, like, for example, you have a brick as your bottom layer, right? And then you want to put some moss in between it. Right? Cool. Well, you can go into Substance Designer and create a brick with a moss. And you'll have it, but then it will be completely tiled. It'll be tiled here, here, right? The exact same moss pattern will be in all of these locations. All of them. Because you've put it into a texture. But if it's a layered workflow, you can have brick, mask it with a height map, for example, so you get only between the crevices. And then using like a noise, just a regular just noise pattern of any kind, it will just mask out sections of this brick or sections of this moss, making it look unique across the entire wall. Even though you're still using a tiling texture as the brick and a tiling texture for the moss. You all of a sudden, just with a noise, have a very unique design for your moss. And you can do the same thing by using a noise, again, simple noise, tint these bricks to be darker, brighter in certain areas. So instead of this brick can be like all darker here. Or maybe it'll shade different shade, etc. So by using a layered workflow, it's no longer you created one texture and you're done. Now, could you do it on top of it together with the moss? Yeah. But then you're also tinting the moss you might not necessarily want to. You're also masking the moss you might not want to. Right? And again, that and the other problem is, let's say you have this brick with moss. Well, let's say you don't want the moss there. What if you want just a clean brick? Well, crap. But if you have a layered workflow, you just have zero, just full black mask, and you have no moss, and it's gone. You just have bricks. Or you could have just moss. You could have like no bricks. You can just use it for moss, and then you just all moss, all with one material. You can use all those much parameters inside Unreal with the Unreal plugin. Is you can have a multiple instances of the same material again, but yeah. But I'm changing it like on a global scale, not in a texture sense. If you're changing anything on the texture sense, it's whenever you copy it, whenever you move it, you'll see that tile. You see the same pattern. Unless you're doing it on a global material level, you're gonna see the same tiling change. If you make one brick red in your parameters in Substance Designer, you're going to see that same red brick everywhere in the same way. But if you do it on the material level in Unreal, then you could change where that red brick is on everywhere. It's going to be entirely randomized. By using the height map or another mask you've created. Yeah, there's like tons of ways. And you can reuse that material and that setup for another setup. Instead of bricks, you can swap it out all of a sudden. So I much prefer that workflow. Have a good night on Fail Cafe. Thanks for coming by. It's a motivational thing for you? Well, I'm glad. I'm glad it helps you out. Okay, this should fix now our Zorla is still casting things. Theoretically. Let's see if we can just go find her real quick. Can I find Wild Zorla somewhere? Are they all upstairs? Okay. I found her. Okay. Okay, it looked like she did stop spawning them. It looked like it worked. Awesome. Can I wanted to find another one of her. Okay. Can you use your spawn your special, please? Excellent. And now I killed you, and yep. Ability ended. Fantastic. Okay, so that works. Oh, thank you. Yeah, depending on like how you spawn in, yeah, you can get like really nice verticality. There you go. And then you can go wherever you want. Like down here. And spawn in this room. And then just go through this room now. And you can't like jump out. You're locked into this room until you clear it. But yeah. Yep. Got a full mini map and everything. Still needs to be modified and like cleaned up and, you know, made nicer. But for now, this will work as our little testing ground, our base testing ground back here. Yeah, this is all the characters are sprites. So these two guys are full 2D sprites, but if I find some of the other characters that I've made, they're 8-directional sprites. Like, so that guy was 8-directional. I need to kill her before she kills me. So that's a 2D. This guy, if he follows me, is an 8-directional sprite, just like my character. And you can see as he rotates around, he's fully 8-directional. And this is Manny. Right? This is Manny, and he's full 8-directional movement. I have a full workflow to do 8-directional sprites from 3D models. And yeah, once you clear a room, you can go wherever you want, pretty much. So doors are unlocked. The room has been cleared. So I could go through this door, or I could just not care about the door and just go this way. And now I'm in this room. Although this is the room I've cleared already. So, but you know, if I want to, I can just not go through the door.
Ads are here.
Oh, ads time. What timing? You like the vibe it gives the game? Well, thank you. So, today's drink of choice, by the way, is white vinegar. Yeah, I stream on both YouTube and Twitch, so whichever one you prefer, you can just watch there. Absolutely. You guys have options. But I paused for ads, so you can drink that stuff. You can drink a lot of things.
Week a good away says Caggots donated 25 bits AX.
Thank you for the 25 bits. And welcome to Twitch led. Yeah, safely. You can drink a lot of stuff. Also, I'll show it after the ads, but yeah, you see some of the other stuff I drink. That I definitely drink always. I mean, look, you can't prove I don't drink it. It's you can't see it inside of it, so you have to take my word for it. And I'm a very trustworthy villain. Okay, ads are done, but before we continue, so I mentioned I'm drinking white vinegar. Well, you know what you can do with white vinegar that's absolutely delicious? Make pickled red onions. Absolutely delicious stuff. Highly recommend making pickled red onions. It's not hard. Very easy to do. And you can do it. As you can see it, there's my... As you can see, that's from the kitchen. What? Terrible photo. White vinegar is hello healthy. Lots of uses. Yeah, absolutely does. Lots of uses. What's up, Good Guts? What are you confused about? Yeah, pickled red onions are super easy to make. I mean, yeah, like that's a better photo. Yeah, this is super tasty. Very recommended. You're debating whether continuing to make your game or playing Final Fantasy X for a while, grinding for 4 more stamina tablets. I mean, yeah, depends what you want to do, right? Yeah, making the game's probably, you know, more deductive, but if you're like tired, you're not a fan of onions. There are different kinds of onions, remember. Red onions, you know, Compared to yellow onions, compared to sweet onions, compared to shallots, it tastes different. And if you fry them, like, you say you're not a fan of onions, but do you like onion rings? I guess that's a real question. Because if you don't also do not like onion rings, then I guess, yeah, I can understand you just saying not liking onions. Or do you not like caramelized onions, which is like entirely different, like taste and texture. Caramelized onions are amazing. Onions fight you and make you cry? You don't like foods that fight back? Look, if you're weak, you'll cry. If you're a macho man like me, nah, I don't cry for no onion. I'm a man. Men don't cry. We bottle those feelings up. No tears come out of here. Yeah, that's a way of reducing the tears. Yeah, don't cut the root. You avoid eating onions so you don't know if those you said taste good? Oh man, you really gotta try them. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Okay, let me also, real quick, I'm gonna need to modify the freaking damage on this. Yeah, this damage. Let's make it like 5 instead of 20. So if you get caught in the entire thing, then, you know, you're not just dead. Five. I think this is a little too low. Let's do 10. Half of the damage it was. Okay. You're your gym rat face? Just chicken and rice? Yeah, but see, if you're making chicken and rice, you're gonna have, like, things with it. Like, sauces. And if you don't want sauces because it's, like, too high calorie, like, at least some, like, even at least some soy sauce. Grill the chicken with some spices then. Like, a lot of good spices will help a lot. Like, jeez. I mean, look. Yeah, every time we're gonna come up with food. So this is my old Instagram where I was posting photos of the food I was cooking. Do I have a chicken and rice dish here somewhere that I made? I have some rice there, but not with chicken. Not potatoes and steak. Oh, there's some, no, that's quinoa. I'm just saying. Go to an anonymous tab. It's fine. It's fine. You eat 4 eggs a day? Oh, good stuff, you know? Good stuff. You could start a ghost restaurant? Nah. I could never do a restaurant. No. The people that are the chefs in restaurants, power to them. I could never. Could never. Low pay, insane work hours, and like constant. Just, I could never. No. I think when I was without work, like a while back, my dad was like, "Yeah, you know, you're cooking a lot. What, have you think of becoming a chef?" I'm like, "Nope." Nobody would know except you and the driver. It doesn't matter. It's not no. I'm too sweet to be a chef. There are nice chefs, believe it or not. Not everyone is like Gordon Ramsay. And to people that are skilled, Gordon Ramsay is also nice. And also to people who aren't chefs, Gordon Ramsay is nice. Okay. So damage has been reduced on her. We've modified her, thank goodness. Now, let's take a look at some stuff that we gotta take care of. So special doing after death is fixed. Did I fix this? Hold on. Let's see if that is fixed or not. Our testing level. But the main thing, right? The main thing about chefs, you gotta keep in mind, unless you're like a private chef, that's different. I'm talking more like restaurant chefs. You have to cook the same thing, not only every day, but many, many, many times a day. The same thing. I can't. Just like I can't, like I said many times, like I make tools and make things procedural and make things automated because I don't like doing the same thing over and over and over again. I don't like menial tasks. I go insane in a kitchen where you have to make the same thing every day and multiple times a day. I'd be good at it, sure, but that's not me. I need to make new things, at least a little bit new. But here's the kicker. I can make just a small change and I'm good with it in terms of cooking. Like I can have the same veggies and steak every single day, but I'll just change like rice for potatoes and then just one change and I'm good. But if I go out and eat, like when I worked at a job like a while back, I would go out for lunch. Every day I would go to the same place and have the same thing. And I'm okay with that. So I'm really weird. I'm a contradiction of like many, many aspects. I'm a contradiction. I don't remember if I gave him... Okay, I did give him the... Oh. No, I think we're fine. Yeah, I think we're fine. Let me see your... Close all other tabs. We don't need any of the other tabs anymore. I need to see his AI. Tree. Has a 20-second cooldown. Okay, I did not give him the chance. Is it this one? Yeah, we need to do this. So I can take you. I'll copy both of you guys. Remove you. Paste it in. There we go. 25% chance every 5 seconds. Ooh, you know. With him, it's a little bit... It lasts 5 seconds. So I don't want him to continuously do this. So... Also, let's do like 25% chance every 10 seconds for you. And let's do 10 seconds. 20% chance. That's still fine. That's still fine. Let's see. Let's see how it ends up. Hello there. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, let's see if he decides to spawn it again. How does this feel? Seems fine. Oh, 10 seconds are up and he passed the test. Okay, it seems like he didn't pass it this time. That's fine. Do I want to increase the chance? 50% chance every 10 seconds? No. 25% chance, 10 seconds is good. I think this is fine. I think that was a decent timing on that. What I do probably want to do is increase their health. Oh yeah, that's one thing that we don't have right now. And I should put it on my to-do list. So one thing we don't have is increasing mob difficulty by level. So as we kind of clear the level and go to the next level, they stay the same. They're not any harder, but they should be. They absolutely should be. Because now you have power-ups, or assumed to have power-ups. Also, score not saving between levels. Okay. But yeah, that's taken care of. So let's see. So this is not a problem unless I forgot something. Set velocity to 0 on freeze. Ah, okay. So when we freeze an enemy, if they're in the air, they still fall down. Because despite the movement being set to 0, I believe we weren't setting we weren't setting the velocity to 0, so they were hovering. So let's go to our abilities. Event graph, freeze buildup. So this is the reset. Yeah, so we're setting the gravity scale here to 0, right? But we're not setting, the velocity to 0. So they're actually still moving. So what we can do is set velocity. To 0, please. Scooch over. So now when we set the velocity to 0 and then set the gravity to 0, it'll basically stop them. Fantastic. Okay. Done. Enemy moving while stunned. The whole stun system needs a rework. I have a stunned state or frozen state, but I'm not using it. Let's see if we can actually set that up. I wonder. If I set state as frozen, my attack target doesn't reset, which is good. So what I can do so here, that's the can be stunned event. Okay, the clear stun removes the tag. There's a timer. So this, I don't need this. That's from old stuff. This call on stunned I can use that because I'm already using that here. But I was going to replace it. Because I don't think I need to do this. What I could do is it's not you. I could use an interface. And basically this will only happen on the enemies then, because my character doesn't have this, which is what I want. So what we can do is the target is going to be self. And then make sure it's valid. And if it's valid, then we need to set state as attacking, because we're turning off frozen here. And I need to get attack target. And basically whatever the attack target was set to before, we can just put it back in. Excuse me. Okay. Being good. Appreciate it. So where is... I'm going to take this. Copy this. Copy this. And where's the other one of these? It's the execute stunt. So here again, instead of this, I'm going to do this. And then set state as frozen. And continue on. And yeah, continue on even if if we're not doing it now. The interesting thing is this state, let's say, is frozen, right? Do I want to stop all movement? I think I do. I just want to do it here. Because when it's frozen, stop movement immediately. But I might as well just do it here. When we just get into the frozen state, it should just stop moving because it's frozen. Okay. And now, if I come back here, we can kill this stunned section. I still have my knockdown state, which I'm not really doing anything with, and the airborne state, which again, I'm doing something with it, but I'll think of a better way of doing this later. But find references. Make sure I'm not using it anywhere else. I don't think I am, but just in case. Nope. I can delete that. Excellent. And that should work. And let's find out if it does. I need to change my damage to not one shot. Let's remove my insane damage. Back to 25 I go. Hold on. Why is he not aggroing me anymore? Ah, here's the problem. It's because the attack target isn't set. I'm pretty sure. So here's what we can do then. It's here. If this is, let me check if this is valid. Where to validate get? And he'll become attacking, and if it's not valid, set state. So I need the location. Let's see what happens now. Why you do nothing? Oh, because it's not removed. Set state. Set, because I need to do something. Passive. This doesn't require any inputs. But yeah, so now it worked. I do need to pass in the attack target, ideally. So this clear stun. Happens here. Which means execute stun happens here, which means I can pass it along. I'm pretty sure. Before I do that, can I? Okay, this clear stun. Need an object reference. Damage dealer. Okay, we just passed this. Why is this object? Actor object reference. It's an actor. What's going on? Oh, I mean an object, not an actor. I thought actor, I made object. There we go. If it's valid, we just keep the same thing. If it's not valid, as in it's cleared, then we reset it to this damage dealer.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Oh, that's time. How do we pass that in? Wait. How do I pass that in? Leslie with a 25 bits given in accordance with the ads policy. Thank you so much for the 25 bits. Yes, Lucius might not be here, but he's here in spirit. I appreciate it, Wesley, and welcome in. You've been lurking and enjoying my thought process? Well, thank you. Lurk away then? I don't mind. Lurk away. How do you pass a variable through, though, onto a create event? I need to pass a variable through. Pass a variable to create event. You were saying it works in a function. Okay, just for time, just make sure. Clear stun no longer comes up. Okay. Am I doing anything here that can't be, well, no, this is a function. It is a function. This is not an event. Why am I doing, so then hold on. Set timer by function. Yeah. Function name, and just to make sure that I get this correct. Clear stun. Just copy that. Paste it in. Stun length was there. But I still can't pass a variable in. How the heck do I pass a variable through? on a timer. I mean, I don't need to, because it's not looping, I guess I don't need to make this. I can convert it to an event and then just use a delay. Am I even setting this anywhere? Or can I just... Hold on. No, this is the only place I use the stun length. So you know what? I can just move all of this to an event and use a delay. Can you not add an input to your stun function? No, so I have an input here, but the timers don't have an input where I can put it in. Neither this nor the by event. I can't put an input on either one of these. So I have it exposed here, but I can't pass that information along. So I guess we take this and we put it into an event. Let's call this function. And I just make this all an event. And I can add a delay. Event graph. Excuse me. B. There it is. I had to press it multiple times, but it came there. Custom event. Clear stun. So here we can add a delay. With this. Yeah, I wish it had the option to have an input, but I guess this is fine. I wasn't doing anything else. And now I can do a input here. I'm an actor. Damage dealer. Type this all the way through. It's not very clean, but it's fine. I don't want to set this as a variable. Okay. Everything else here is fine. Yep. Okay. So that means this clear stun function we're not using anymore. We're just doing clear stun. Get I also need to pipe in the damage dealer here. And now here we can pipe in the damage dealer. Get damage dealer. There we go. So we're just pushing it all the way through. Because we have this information, just need to push it all through. Okay. So now, in theory, yep, he aggroes me. Now, one thing that is not working correctly is the projectiles. When I do this, it's when I spawn it effectively inside of something, it puts it at 0, 0, 0. That shouldn't happen. But this should now be fixed. Yeah, this is all like long-term thing. More projectiles doing less damage we still need to do. Yeah, this is all like stuff that will take a little longer than just bug fixes. Let's see. Okay, let's do the projectile thing then. Basically, right, we need to check out our projectile. So, is there something going on here? And does it happen on both of them? Is it happening here, on this, and on this? No. Okay. That is good to know. So here it's working properly. Here it's not. The difference is this is an overlap, that is a hit. So it's here that it goes. And it's because so it is going the right tree. So it is going this way. Yeah, it's going in the right place. Because it's overlapping it, which is all correct. And then spawn emitter at location. But for some reason, overlap should be true. But this sweep result, I guess, is returning incorrect information. Because if I just did this, just to make sure that it's using the correct one. Yeah, okay. So this sweet result is okay, if I did trace start just to see, I don't want to do that permanently, but I just want to see. No. So effectively this sweep result is not doing any kind of sweep because it's an input. Okay, here's what I can check though. I can check if it's an initial overlap. So I'm going to do a little print string here. Tell me if it's an initial overlap. Are we detecting that it's at least an initial overlap? False. Why? So it just does not have any information. Okay. I mean, I could do it based on positioning. I could say if the location returns 000, I'm curious. Yeah, I can't make check if it's valid. What is this from sweep? False. True. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we can use that. So we can use that. So I can do a let's do a little I need to select if it is okay. So there's a little select node. And it's going to do it if it is an overlap. And from sweep is true. And if that's the case, if this is true, it's both of these. It's going to do location. And if it's false, I can get the owning actor, get actor location. So let's see if that works. And if it does, you know, we'll clean it up. Okay, that worked. There we go. Oh, hold on. It does that, but then why no do rest of damage? Just to confirm that that wasn't what was causing that. Because I know we had the lack of damage before, but I just want to make sure that this is not what was causing it. Just now adding it. So that retains. So we do want this. And now why are we not doing damage? It's because, again, we're doing the same thing. So this location, everywhere it is was used, I need to use it. So we do this. So everywhere where it was is going to do that. Let's double check. Okay. Looks good. Not quite. What's the problem still? Oh, the impact point also needs to do the same thing. Because again, I'm setting the impact point. I think I need to do the same thing for the impact point. Maybe I could just do this. and the impact normal. Okay, hold on. Impact normal. Except instead of get character location, the normal is just going to be upwards. Was this not the problem? Draw this debug. Draw this sphere, please. Is it too small? What's the problem here? 120. There's no way it's too small. Wait, that hasn't changed the size. Because I'm overwriting it in here. This one. We set this to 100 for testing purposes. Okay, so it's just literally too small. How is it that... Wait. So, I think what's happening is... right, because we have the character sphere and the enemy sphere. And somehow, despite us touching, because obviously I can't move any closer, I think it's like spawning it like maybe here. And somehow it is not heading it effectively. I think that's what's happening. So now 50 radius. There we go. Problem solved. Yeah, that's good. So, but on this, I do need to do this, don't I? Because obviously if this has no information, right? Because it's a from sweep. So yeah, I do need to do this. So let's take all of this. Move it all over, and then clean this up. This here. Do I want to just set this as a variable so I don't have to? Yep, I'm setting as a variable. Initial overlap. Oh, this is reversed. It's not initial. Terrible name, but it is technically accurate. not initial overlap. Let's decide. And then I can just do that. Much better. Okay. So this should now work. You decide and not really paying attention, but you're on a mission. What's the mission? Is the projectile being spawned on the line between the player and the enemy, or using the player's forward normal? So in that scenario, where it's doing an overlap check, it's basically spawning wherever. Sorry, it's spawning no matter what, and then it's immediately being just destroyed because it should be destroyed. The problem was, it wasn't doing the damage, so all of this damage stuff wasn't happening. And the reason is because the information wasn't there of where it should do damage, because it was an initial overlap, and so there's no sweep to be had. So the sweep information just didn't exist, which is why, as long as it's not the initial overlap, then it can do what, you know, this information from the hit from the sweep result. But if the sweep result doesn't return anything because it's not an initial, because it is the initial overlap, then we need the alternative, and the alternative is to use the character's location for like the damage calculations and unlocations. Hopefully that made sense, and let's just confirm that this is all confirmed correctly was configured. So yes, but that one time I didn't hit him. Just check. Okay, seems fine. And let's just make sure I can hit him from a distance. Yes. And now let's make sure that I can also use something like one of my power-ups to bypass him entirely, aka piercing shots. Yep. I didn't give myself spectral shots. I gave myself piercing shots. That's a problem. That worked. That's now broken. Why is that broken? Okay. Wait, but the spectral shots still go through just like before? Yes. But piercing shots do an explosion and then still go through. Why does it do an explosion and then go through? What's going on there? Okay, it's here. It's piercing shots. As long as it's an overlap and I have piercing shots, or I don't have piercing shots, then it does the delay and the distractor. But no, this shouldn't happen. I should go through here. You're trying to do what I said earlier regarding the texture workflow in Unreal 5. Try to figure out what you do and do it with as material. You can't. It's impossible because the result of your substance designer material is a texture. And then you have the innate problem of tiling. It's an impossibility. Yeah, it's an impossibility because you're dealing with a texture. So you're always going to have texture tiling. The ways to break up texture tiling is to have layered textures. So, hold your beer. Sure. It is a, it's not a like I'm not skilled enough to do it. It's just, you know, it's like this is a liquid. It just is a liquid. Thank you for the 25 bits, Wesley. I appreciate it. For ads. It's simple. You're not skilled enough to understand. Just you wait. Just wait. No, no, no. I can demonstrate it. I can demonstrate the problem. Do you want me to demonstrate the problem, Guts? Because I can. Here. While ads are going, I'll launch a Affinity Photo. Okay, ads are done. So the reason why Substance Designer cannot fix this problem is this. This is your texture, right? Let's say this is the texture you made in Substance Designer. Okay? So if you make it tileable, right? If you tile it, then cool. It tiles. But let's say you made one of these bricks red. Right? Let's just say I make it red. Okay? I made it red. Well, now that red brick, because it's in the texture, will always be the same place. If I keep tiling this relative to everywhere else, it will always be in the same place. Right? Because that's how tiling textures work. When you tile a texture, that's whatever detail you have will always come with it. But if you're doing something like a mask, like an RGB mask, then you have a lot of controls. So you don't have to have this being a brick, this brick specifically, but maybe you have a mask that makes these like this brick and this brick, right? Like a certain value, right? Okay, well, it's on the texture, so it's going to have the same problem, right? But you can combine things with noises. And when you combine things with noises, then you get interesting results, where you could have... like, let's say I had a noise on top of this, right? And is there a... I don't know if there's a generate thing. Can I generate a noise? Noise! Berlin noise. Multiply. Either way, right? So it's made a no. Why is it red? It's all red. Saturation. Mark selected. Okay. So it adds a noise, but the noise is everywhere. But you can control where things are. So if I had, let's say, moss. Right. If I had moss, then it would only be in certain areas because of the noise. Because I have a noise going through it. So all of a sudden, I'm not... This pattern you cannot do with a texture because this is not the same everywhere. Because the noise is not the same tiling as the brick below it. In fact, it doesn't even need to be tiling. It could be a procedural noise, in which case it doesn't tile at all. So no matter how much I tile these bricks, more and more and more, because this noise is randomized, and I can do like 3D noise, I can do like all sorts of... The placements of these spots will always be different everywhere, which means it will not look tiled. But the only way to do this is to have a multi-layered thing. So one layer is brick and the other layer is the moss. Yep. And the noise shows or hides moss. Yes, exactly. But again, because, right, if you put the moss in the bricks, right, if this brick had moss here, this is where the moss was, well, I'm just gonna have the moss in the exact same spot, you know, every time. Because it is part of that texture. So inherently, whether you may create a substance designer or anything, if you're doing it as a single texture, then you have this problem if you decide to tile it. The only way to break it up is to have multi-layers. And there's many ways of doing it and setting it up, but that's the inherent problem. You would need to do this as a multi-layered setup. Is it the same thing as vertex painting? You could do it with vertex painting, but what if you have a low-res mesh? What if you're just doing it on a cube? Cube doesn't have many vertices, but what if you need this to like appear on certain things, right? Then you would need to do RGB masks, or again, layered material, or noise, or it depends on the process. It depends what you need. Yep. There's like 10 different ways of doing things. But inherently, if you're doing just a pure texture, that's the inherent problem. Where it's not a, again, it's not a, you know, you're not skilled enough. It's just, it's an impossibility because when you take a texture and you tile it, that's just how it works. A lot of times you'll see this like, it's like when you take a non-tiling texture and you tile it, right? You see the seam. Same thing. Because that thing that sticks out, you just constantly see over and over and over. Now, some games don't care. There are games that even come out now that, especially the ones with where you can like build your own base. You see the tileable textures. It's fine, doesn't matter. No one cares. So it's not like you can't have tiling textures. It's an absolutely no-no to see the tiling. It's just if you wanted to hide it, you would need to have a layered system. You could absolutely just have it be visible. It's fine. Depends on what you need. If you're trying to hide it though, if you're trying to make it like more realistic where you don't see all the tiling, you know, you gotta break it up. You can do it through noise. You can do it through like a lot of things. You can do it through height maps and then combine that with vertex painting, combine that with 10 other things. Lots of good stuff. Okay. Now I need to remember tests I was doing. Great. We're checking. Where is you? Piercing shots. So it did go here. Lifetime is 1 second. Hold on. If it's an overlap, if it's not an overlap, it goes here. Well, either way, if it's an overlap or not. You'll do it and show me the results at the end of the stream? I mean, good luck, I guess. What's going on? Why did it work before but not anymore? So I check if I have piercing shots and it's an overlap, because a non-overlapping, if it's a hit object, then obviously this doesn't matter. If it's not an overlap and this, then we do this. So if it is an overlap, so that means it is one of these. So I can check if I have piercing shots. If I have piercing shots, this on-hit effect should happen. You think you can find a workaround? I mean, the workaround is a layered material. That is the workaround. But if you find another one, power to you. I'm trying to remember why... spectral shots. So I'm begin play. I check if it's a spectral shot. Why don't I just... Why am I checking it here? I guess it's the only place I'm getting piercing shots. Fine. I do a trace. Oh, and I get the homing target. That's what that's for. That makes sense. I'm just gonna check the other tag here too. Check for piercing shots, please. Piercing shot. So here, I can just use piercing shot. So I'm just gonna do this. If it's an overlap and a piercing shot, then delay actor is delayed, or sorry, actor is delayed. Oh, sorry, if it's not, then it's, yeah. I guess it's fine keeping the not there. If it's not a piercing shot, it should be destroyed. I think we just do this. I think that's all it is. So that's still working. I just want to make sure all of this still works. Looks good. Stray spectral shots. Yep, that still worked. Good. Okay. And now if we did piercing shots. Oh, piercing shot true would need to destroy, but only if that thing... I need to check what type of thing it was. Because this happens on a character and a wall. Is there a way, without casting, can I figure out if it is a pawn? Is controlled? Can you look at movable or static attribute? Technically, probably yes, but I don't want to in case I do want to have a dynamic moving wall. Or like some kind of object that's moving that also needs to have this functionality. I don't want to just make it so that's how I limit it. If I check if it's controlled, what is it going to print? This is not going to print anything. Oh, he saw me. Great. Piercing shots. False. Wait, why are you false? Instigators. Oh, it's because if it doesn't have instigator, I can check if it's valid. I assume I can check if it's valid then. Because if it's the wall, it will be invalid, and if... Grab you. False. True. There we go. So, if it's piercing shot, so now we can check here instead of piercing shot. We can check if this. So, check if pawn. And if it is a pawn, if it's not a pawn, then we destroy it. Okay, that looks good. Right, that'll look good. Just check that the spectral all still works as well. Objects. Yep, that stopped at him. Yep, that looked good. And now the moment of truth with piercing. That stopped at him and went through him. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Did I get... why is the collision happening on me there? It was almost perfect. Okay, that's just a thing that's just happening. Okay. That's unrelated. This is now fixed. What's happening is the hit actor overlap is false. So overlap is false. It should be doing this. This is false. So this should all be doing the false thing. Ah. That's the problem. I think I have these backwards. Hey, Sugarcane Nosy, welcome in. Thank you very much. I'll show the full gameplay in a moment. Let me just quickly figure out what I did wrong here. So it's not an overlap, it's a hit. So when it's not an overlap, it is a hit. So I think, do I have these backwards? But if it's an overlap and non-initial overlap, then true. Yeah, I think I have these backwards. Somehow. And somehow worked. Oh, okay. No. For this scenario, it is correct. But then I need to also then do a select for this. I need to do another select. That basically now it says, okay, this is the kind of overlap it is. This needs to check if it's an overlap in general. So basically, if it's an overlap, it does this, right? If it's not an overlap, it does this. That's the problem. So this is an overlap. This is an overlap. Not overlap. Not overlap. You've been dipping and watching progress? Well, thank you. And then so you do know what's been going on. Did I break everything? Let's find out. Oh, good. That looks good. Piercing. Okay. That looked good. That looks good. That looked good. Everything looks good. Yeah. I think we fixed it all. Last thing, I'm just going to check spectral just to make sure. To go through objects. Should not go through this and should go through this. Beautiful. Yeah. So if you missed it, the reason why this didn't work was because this already was assuming it's an overlap. So I had no condition to check if it's not an overlap. So it's all great, but man, this is a mess. How do I clean this up? I want to clean this up. At least a little bit. Okay, that's all fine. Here as well. And I'm going to do this one from below. Okay. It's not the cleanest thing. I don't like how long this entire section is, just in general, but it's fine. For now, it's fine. Okay. Yay. Fixed. I love nodes. Me too. As a very visual person, I do also love nodes. So if I was to go to Airblade, where's the greater multiple projectile? Yep. Looks good. It only the ones that need to go through. And now I can go homing, and this also will work. Yep, those kind of home in on him. Which is exactly what we want. Beautiful. And I go to the next level. Which is technically incorrect because it's a test level, but that's fine. It doesn't know better. You're super OCD about them though? Yeah, I try to make him clean. Yeah. Blood, there's lots of blood. When characters get hit, there's blood, splatters, as you see on the ground. I do need to make it so the character also gets blood splatter. So we can do that actually right now when he dies. Is it here that I'm doing the blood splatter on the enemy? No, it would be on enemy I'm looking for. Yeah, spawn blood pool. This. I could move this all. Yeah, let's move all of this. To the parent.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Oh, ads time. Okay, while ads are going, I'm gonna quickly run and use the restroom. So, be right back. Go anywhere. I'm back, and thank you so much for the 25 bits, Wesley. Super generous. I really appreciate it. Now coffee. I actually do not like coffee. I absolutely hate coffee to the point where I do not like even tiramisu. Like, can't do it. Caffeine, fantastic. Although I've been actually off caffeine now for 15 months. Not a single drop of caffeine in 15 months. It's pretty good. I dropped caffeine entirely in February of last year. You see, I had coffee that as you got older, though, you've been loving it way too much. I don't have that. It's crazy. It's bad for us. It's definitely not good. I feel like a lot better and just am like, just in general, just everything feels a lot better now that I've dropped coffee. I will admit. I'm sorry, not drop coffee. Drop caffeine. Again, did not drink coffee. I was drinking basically lots of soda and energy drinks. And ever since I dropped it, like, I sleep better. Like, I have plenty of energy. I don't have any problems with that. The main thing is, like, just, like, I go to sleep at a decent time and I wake up not feeling like crap. And yeah, it's kind of big. Hard for you with caffeine because tea is a staple in England. See, I don't drink tea. I pretty much do not consume what's it called? I do not consume hot liquids effectively. Now, of course, there's small exceptions here and there. Like I'll have ramen. Like if we go out and I'll have ramen, stuff like that. But like, I don't drink tea. I don't drink coffee. I tend to not like. I don't like soups. Again, ramen is like an exception, and I like the war wonton, the Chinese soup, miso soup. Like there's a few, actually, probably all Asian soups that I'm mentioning they're all Asian soups that I do like, and there's like a few non-Asian soups I also will drink or will eat, but I'll never make it myself. And this blood amount I'm putting in the main character. I'm gonna need to set this. I need to go through all my characters and set it to the new value. Sorry to be that stubborn. You get it now? And you're fine. I mean, look. I'm the same way. Honestly, Good Guts. Where, like, if it doesn't click, I have to go through all the steps, even though, like, I believe the person, but, like, I need to go through all the steps and, like, just make it click in my head of why it is that way. And material A with X parameters, material B with Y parameters, and you can layer them, and you said apply a mask. Yeah, but then you have the result that I'm talking about. Or you have layer textures with the masks, yeah. And then you don't have that problem. But again, right, you don't create, your substance designer doesn't create a brick with moss, you just create bricks and just moss. You query AI with all your questions? Honestly, so I've actually been using the new ChatGPT to help figure out some real world stuff, and it's actually been really good. Like really good. Nothing like Unreal stuff, but like real world stuff. I'm like, oh, like how do you? Because there's some like so I'm in Canada, and I don't know like all the laws and whatever else in Canada, and I'm doing some paperwork, and I'm like there's no place where it just tells you what you want to know. But ChatGPT was able to find the information and then tell me where to look to like verify. So it's awesome. You can change parameters from the material and have the procedural aspect of the designer. Yeah, but the result is still a brick texture and still a moss. And then you still separately combine them all in the material. Yeah, but it's just not what you were thinking. You have a material that you change the amount of moss. So material A, full moss. Material A with 0 moss. And use a layer and noise. Well, you just have two layers. One that is a brick, one is a moss. You can have full moss by having 0 brick. Or you can have full brick by having 0 moss and have anything between. All procedurally. So break down the nodes you need and why. It's okay. Like it does it, yes, but like caveats. Okay, I can close. Okay, I don't need the projectile stuff. Don't need you. Don't need you. Yeah, I'll keep these guys open. Let's open all of these. Okay. Blood. So I just need to basically copy all these over. Why do you also have 100 blood? Oh, all your values got reset. Yeah. All the values got reset. Oop. When I did that, all the values got reset. Okay. Well, in that case, I can just kill this. And confirm that by checking out you. Yep, it all got reset. Boop. Where's this being used? Being used anywhere. Yes. Kill it. Okay. Oof. If you get stuck on one node you couldn't eat, yeah, I guess for that it would be probably decent. Yeah, sugarcane. Yeah, because I pretty much know the nodes, I guess I don't use it for that, so. But yeah, if you were stuck and you're trying to see if there's a different solution, yeah, that's a good way of doing it. One of my most useful parameters in Designer is seed. Do you have the same material changes? Yes. Yeah, you can. So if you want like slightly variations, you can do that. But depends on the kind of variations you want. You might want to do that in the material level too. Right? Because again, if your seed changes like dirt, you want to do that in a global scale. If you're changing like, if you're doing a pattern, like let's say you have a hexagonal pattern that slightly offsets and like different sizes, like some weird pattern, and you want to have like a different version of that, yeah, you can generate it for that. But then you end up with a certain amount of textures, right? Then you're adding more textures, which you don't want to do. It's better to reuse the same one and modify it if you can. Yeah, with learning, yeah, I can see it being definitely very useful. Okay, we need to set up the, I forget how much blood the enemies had. So I'm gonna set your blood amount to 500 and we'll go from there. Room manager was using it. Yep. Okay. Airblade. Give myself like all the power-ups. Fire aspect. Oh, and let me just get homing shots. Glass can to double my damage. Or something. Yeah, okay, so that's the same amount. Okay. So, the bosses will have 500. Nice big splat from the bosses. And let me see how big 100 is, and we can go from there. in terms of these guys. That's 100. Okay. And that's going to be our base for the rest. Hey, no, you're fine, Shuriken. Yeah, you have questions, want to chat? Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm here for. I mean, I'm also working on my stuff, but if I didn't want any distractions, I wouldn't be streaming. Like, if I didn't want to, like, chat with you guys, yeah, I wouldn't be streaming. So you don't feel bad about it at all. But have a good one if you're out. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. You were searching for a layer material video and got my video? Yeah, because I said, what a surprise. Because it's a good system. I haven't released it yet because I've been focusing on other stuff, but yeah. Okay, let's set up. Most will have 100. Zorla will have 100, but Zorla will just be default. Okay, maybe a little more. A little less because she's a little less. But what's your stats? What's your health at? Max is the 100. I kind of want her health to be a little lower. Modify both now. Yeah, I do. I just said max health modified to be like 75. Just 75 health for her. And close you guys. Go through these. Don't feel bad for being stubborn. I mean, if it gets you to that you figure it out and you learn it, it's fine. You should be helping me and you're fighting me in chat. You're not really fighting me at all. And you don't need to be helping me. So you're wrong on both accounts. You should just be enjoying the stream however you want to enjoy it. If you're enjoying the stream by, you know, trying to figure that out, then hell, by all means, go nuts. You know, I don't mind. This guy's technically not a. He doesn't have a little bit. He's a skeleton. Got 50. Very small amount. You're kind of chunky. I'm gonna give you a little more. The eye is going to have less. Pretty small eye, flying eye. The goblin's gonna have definitely less. 50. The mushroom's gonna have the most because he's a big chunky guy. Shark is kind of our average just tester. And this is a small skeleton, so you're gonna have even like the least of the least, 25. There we go. So if we go and try it out. We should have yeah, looks good. I like how the blood there looks like it's on the side. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna test out with the bigger blood. So much blood spilled. Look, I'm blocking. Guys, I'm blocking. I'm using the block function. That looks good. That works. I don't know what the outline is. Oh, it's the light. I think it's the lighting. Is it the lighting? That's one thing I still need to figure out, what this outline effect is. I don't know if that's from my material or not. Because that might be. Although it doesn't look like it is. Either way, that is now better. So let me fix one other thing now. Which is this giant gap. I no longer need this. But that also means that now when I die, okay. How much blood do we want to spill when I die? Like when the player dies? I think we spill, like a lot of blood when the player dies. More than a boss. Maybe that's a little too much, but. Let's yeah, I'll put you back in. Yep. Also, I need to reset. Yep. Oh, look at that. Maybe that's too much blood. I mean, it's funny. But it's too much. 250. I do want to increase the blood splatter, I think. Blood size. I mean, that looks better. That's like a more reasonable size. Okay, we still got time. I want to also fix the high score not maintaining between levels. So that should be in the game instance. We should be saving that. Current score. Int. Looks good. And now if we go to the game mode. Okay, so here. Get the current score. Put that in. So that's for the saving. And for the loading. Game instance. Should start cleaning this up. Should be able to just do this. And the score, I don't want going down in the hub. So we can do that by, right, it goes down here, even though this is not a level. I believe I'm doing that in the player. Yeah, here I'm doing a timer. I don't know why I'm doing it on the player. I really shouldn't be doing it on the player. I should do that in the game instance. Oh, not game instance. Here. I gotta clean this up. I do need to clean this up, but it's fine. We'll deal with it later. I keep saying, because there's just a lot to do. Some things need to be. Get player. Do I have a player reference? Ah, it's because I need a player reference. That's why I was doing it. I mean, I could just cast to it. I could do this in the game mode and then use it in the game mode. That's not a terrible idea. I'm gonna do this. Create variable, create variable. And now, because we now have a reference to all that, I could just use you here. Oh, decrease score. We just call it. We don't need it to be this. There we go. And on my player, I can just detach this. Theoretically. Ooh. Right. It's because so it's working, but just need to the widget, the UI, I need to now not do. This HUD. This get HUD reference. I'm not gonna need it anymore. Oh, it's here that I'm doing it, isn't it? So this initialize HUD, I'm doing in character stats. I should not be doing this in here. So this I can remove. Instead of initialize HUD, it's initialize stats. Really? And now, where am I using this? I need... I have my character reference. Get game mode reference. Get W HUD reference. Convert to valid get. And now we can just swap this out. Just copy you because I'm going to need it in other places. The get how reference I'm not going to need.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Nope. That's time. Pause time. Drink time. We're getting a lot of bugs fixed. This is great. I feel like it's very productive today. I'm like thinking, oh crap, like I've done a good amount. It's probably, you know, near end of stream time. Nope. Thank you so much for another 25 bits, Wesley. I really appreciate it. You guys are so supportive. I really appreciate it. Right at the time? What was right at the time? I missed something. Oh no. This happens too often. Oh, well, that's why I'm doing the bug fixes, is because I'm like, I don't want to do like a lot of new like reworks. I just want to fix the bugs for the devlog and for like the new. No, it's not ESL. It's just I didn't know what you were referencing. Using datasheet to keep track of player stats and enemy stats. So enemies don't really have stats at the current moment. So I'm not really keeping any data sheets for that. Player doesn't really have many stats either. Everything is being currently stored in their weapon. The weapon tells their damage numbers, how everything's collected. In terms of the player stats, there's no like armor. Enemies don't really have armor, things of that nature. They just have health, and it's just calculated based on how much damage you do. So, yep. I'll probably add some down the line, but just right now I don't have it. Yeah, more arcade than RPG, exactly. Like you think like the recent Hades that came out, right? You are not managing your strength and stuff. You're just going out with your weapons. Same thing with Binding of Isaac. Same thing with like Dead Cells. You're not managing your stats. Where's this? Okay, let me see. Where is this being used? Okay. A lot of places. So I can do this from I have the character reference. I can get game mode reference, and then get HUD reference. And to make it easier on myself, I should make this. I should store this. Gameplay. Okay, when it's done, whatever which one it does, character reference, store this. And now I can just use this without all of this. Much better. Any inventory? Sort of. Sort of. So, if I press tab, here's my items and upgrades. So there's my inventory. It just shows me, here's like these are like the items I've collected, how many I have. I'll probably make this like cleaner and better. But yeah, for now, this is it. If I get an upgrade, it'll tell me how many, and then how many I've collected. Didn't mean to ask for the whole thing. You're fine. You're fine. I don't mind. Look, as I say, I don't mind showing or telling. You know, all the good stuff. So yeah, don't feel bad. Need to update all of these though with the. Now, I don't know why I didn't do this before, but you know, that's what it is. Because when you're doing it, you're not really thinking about, you know, stuff like this. But this is why when you're prototyping, you just do things a bit dirty, and then you go back and you make it nice and clean. It's this one. Same thing here. I can just do that. Clean that up, clean this up. So much nicer. There we go. You're working on a linear story, top-down shooter zombie survival. Tiring work, but getting the fun part. Yeah, if you're, as I say, you should always work on things like you enjoy. If you're like not enjoying something and it's like being tedious, you know, put it down, work on something else, then come back to it. And just do it like little by little, the parts that you don't enjoy. And then you won't feel like, you won't get the burnout then. You'll have just a better time, I think, overall. Here's another place. This is what? This is my character. Get my game instance ref. Get game mode reference. Get HUD reference. And then where's the last one? Here, and this is, oh, the room manager. So yeah, I can do get game mode reference, get HUD reference, and split this through. It's a little bit of a chain, but it's fine. Yeah, burnouts, like, I've not experienced any burnout while working on this at all, because I work on a little something that I'm like, I want to do this, so I just do it. Then I'm like, okay, you know, I don't want to work on that anymore. Like, I want to try something else for a bit. And I do that for a bit. Then I do something else for a bit. And then something else for a bit. And it's completely different. Like, I do some blueprint stuff. Then I do, like, some character stuff, like, in Blender. Then I do something else, right? And then I do some... I keep jumping between them. And every time it's something a little different that requires different thinking, different, you know, troubleshooting, different ideas. And so it helps a lot. It really helps a lot. Cool. Now I can kill that, actually. What do I do for work? I'm currently unemployed. So right now, absolutely nothing. There you go. So we've just moved everything, and you can see the score is still going down, and we just moved the entire score system to the game mode. I actually survived. I was trying to die through the... Ooh, okay. Hold on. Why, we have some... Why is this causing issues? Because it's also doing it for the not the player. So I need to do get the player ref, convert to validate get. And then after this, if it was the player, well, I guess if it was the player successful, then I don't need to do a validate get. I can just do regular pure get. I just get, yeah, and I do it only from this because I only do it from the player. Because the enemies don't have this HUD. Wow, what a surprise. Ooh, but this might not work. Hold on. Yeah, because I don't have the player reference on enemies, so what I need to do instead is get the game mode. Cast to the game mode. Get HUD reference and set the HUD reference. I could do this as first. I don't want to have two branches going into it. Just do it here. Are you freelancing in development for a bit from just an Unreal Slackers job board? Last thing you were unemployed? That's an interesting idea. I didn't know, Unreal Slackers. Oh, see, I'm in Unreal, I'm in the Unreal Source Discord. I didn't know, is Unreal Slackers a site or a Discord? Or Discord? I guess I should join Unreal Slackers. I guess it's a different one. Yeah, I'm in, I joined Unreal Source. Oh, is that the same one? Possibly the same one. Still, oh, this is a different one. Ah, okay. Because I don't always have the character reference. So... that makes sense. It's the same problem as the other one. Where am I using this? If I was to... am I doing anything here that is actually... I'm creating the widget here. What is this? Oh, this is the level up HUD. I don't really care about that right now. Level up HUD is currently... I'm not even using it anymore. So what we can do then is change this to cast to the action character. Which is the parent of it. Which is all the parents of all the characters. Change this to the action character as well. This no longer works, but that's fine. We're not doing this anymore. The one place that it does need to work, though, or change this to character reference, is game mode reference. Oh yeah, no, this is fine. This should be fine. Oh, why do I have 1,000 health? Oh, now I don't. Now I do. Some things are broken for sure. What did I do? This is fine. This should only happen. This should only happen if it's the player. That's why. Basically, I made it so I understand. I made it so it's a character, not a player, and so it's doing it on everything. That makes sense. I don't think I do. I just copied it, and so it was just that way. So the problem here is this is not valid So I need to change. This is get you. You're fine. This is the validate get that I need to do. Because I only do this when it's a player. That's the problem here. Because all of this was supposed to only happen for the player. I'm pretty sure that's the problem. We'll find out if I'm right in a moment. Okay, I still have 100 health. Yep, that removed it correctly. Okay, that looks less errors, so... This is throwing an error. Why? You recognize the monster? How'd you break out those animations? No, I did that all in Blender. I have a workflow that takes 3D, all the 3D stuff, and I just pipe it through Blender to create a directional sprites and go from there. But yeah, it's one of Epic's mobs. Why is this erroring? So it means that this is valid. Is it trying? I don't think I need to do this. I mean, let's just see. Oh, this is the problem. The game mode reference is the problem. Ah, okay. Why is the game mode reference a problem? So my player is oh, you know, no, I'm not setting it here. I'm setting it in the parent. It should be valid. Also, do I not just have this? Oh, I no longer. I'm setting this. Right. So these can go away. Oh, not you. I'm not sure how this fails. It's a problem there, but it's not a problem. Well, XP I'm not using, to be fair. Get game mode reference is valid. Print string. False. Delay 0.2 seconds. True. There's a problem. Okay, So we need to do just delay until next tick. True. And now I can just I can just get this. To variable. There's the HUD reference. You hate that? Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. I get it. It's fine. Put it into initialization. So now I can use this and then convert to valid get. And now when this is valid, then we use it. And otherwise, we don't care about the rest. Ta-da! Problem solved. I really said no, you need to wait one tick. So yeah, I mean, I think it's basically order of operations, right? It's basically you're trying to get the information on the same frame as it's being created. And depending on which order it decides to do it in, it might not be ready. And so just wait for an extra frame and call it a day. Yeah, the fact that my names all say text block now, that's a problem. Oh, now it's updated. Why? This should happen. Reset health, I think happens. Update HUD XP. Is this not valid still? It is not valid. Why? Oh, you know what I can do? I have a better idea. Instead of this. Better idea. Better idea. And I know why. It's because he hasn't spawned yet. So this initialize stats. I'm gonna get player reference. Or do I want to just throw? Yeah, I'll get the player reference. Self, so that way I have just the player reference. I can just do whatever I want with it now. And now here I can get oops. Here I set it. Back to this. But now it should be definitely valid because it's now only being done after I'm spawned, which is why I was complaining before. Let's go ahead. Find references. References, please. Okay. Are we gonna be good now? Yep, there's my health. All good. That looks good.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
How is it failing to get my... I guess I need to make it validate get on my character. That's fine. I'll make it validate get on my character reference, and then we're good. That I need to do. That makes sense. I think that should be the last thing. It's also late, so my brain is like, what am I doing again? If I was doing this earlier in the day, it'd be a lot better. But once it's late, you know, my brain's like, okay, where am I again? It's like, no, work, do it, calculate it, let's figure it out. But now with this, yeah, this reference should be actually set at the correct time. So I should have just kept it as it was before. Out of all things that it's taking me the longest, this is the one? My goodness. Did not see that one coming. Okay. Yep, this needed to be validated. That makes a lot of sense. Excuse me. There we go. Wesley with the 25 fits. Almost missed it. We'll say you got it. We'll say you got it. Good job. I appreciate the 25 bits. And you're in second place now. Oh wait, you were in second place. You were in second place. I was thinking of Learn, Build, Play, who was before in third place and then moved down to fourth. I was like, you should have moved up. But like, no, you were already in second place. You're already in second place. Find references. This is correct. This is no longer needed, I think. I'm not doing the level up, so it shouldn't matter. Here. Totally not using the XP right now anyway. But again, might as well have it all correctly hooked up. Okay. Correct health, correct XP. No errors! Ta-da! Yeah. All it was thanks to this. Yeah, so I actually eliminated a cast. Because we were originally casting in the character stats for BP Manny, and now I've eliminated it. So I've been actually eliminating a few casts here and there. Just by, we have the references for them, so we might as well use them. Pass them through everything. Cast once and then just pass the reference along. And now that we've migrated this to the game mode, it becomes easier to grab that info, which is fantastic. This mess needs to be organized, dear God. But yeah, otherwise, at least it's all working. I'm just gonna check if I don't have any references here that are left over. You don't. Current score is already in game mode. It's already in game mode. It's already organized. Yep, you can remove that. Awesome. Oh, remove that as well. There you go. Clean some things up. I love the option to delete unused variables. It's so great. But yay, we did it! Just in time, too. So now things are working correctly. I think. If they don't, I will know tomorrow when I'm recording the devlog. But I think it's all working correctly. There's my blood splatter now as well. Yay! One thing we didn't test, though, is the score updating between levels. Or staying between levels. Let's test that real quick. Oh, and I also want to make sure that this does not go down while it's in level 0. So let's do that. We can do that real quick. Here on this timer, we only want to do that is get current dungeon level, as long as this is greater than 0. Then we do this. That should be everything, and now it should stay at 1,000. Perfect. So to make it quick that I test this, let's just give myself like a bunch of overpowered things. I'm gonna do projectiles. So more damage. Stand, it's fine. Watch me die immediately, by the way. Like fall off. Okay. Oh, I should not have done the black hole thing. I made mistakes. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, there's the boss right there. Okay, got the boss. Him free does not freeze mid. Score got reset. Why did the score get reset? I'm saying the current score. Let me I'm gonna do this quickly. gonna just give myself overpowered weapon, so I can just do this super test. Let me see if I can find a spawn that helps me find the boss room a little faster. I don't see the boss room, but it's going down. How did I die? Yeah, I think we need to go even further down. What? Doors are unlocked or not? Okay. It said doors unlocked, but it shouldn't have said doors unlocked. Okay, we're fine here. Still don't see the doors. I'm trying to find the boss room. Find the boss room. Is it not? Okay, there it is. Okay. Okay, we're coming up on the boss room. Okay, that looks fine. All looks good, and... Okay, so it said 2922, so it said the right number. It's just, didn't get update. Oh, it used to get updated to the HUD. But even if it didn't get updated to the HUD, the variable should have stayed. One more try. And I see the boss room over there, so we can do a really nice quick test. Hopefully this was the problem. Although I'm not sure why it would be. Was that the... Oh, it's not the boss room. I thought it was the boss room over there. Okay, let's go this way. Boss room, please. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I see the boss room. Why? Oh? Access none trying to read WB HUDREF. Oh. Because I said it here. I see. Let's just do it here then. Okay, let's do it here. Get current score. You did vertex painting using 2 different procedural materials? Nice. Although, what do you mean 2 different materials? It should be 1 material. Just different layers for one material, masked by the vertex paint. You should have two materials. You should have one material. Because you don't want to have multiple materials. Otherwise, you're just having extra draw calls. And you don't want extra draw calls. Yeah, the health potion works. No. And you're less dangerous now. I don't know why it's not working. It's two materials. You want to do it with one material. Two materials means double draw calls. You're really doubling the cost of it. Your brain is... Yeah, I don't blame you. The score is being set. You understand now? Good. That's the main thing. Why is the current score not being set? I mean, it is. Am I setting the score somewhere to... Ah! That's the problem. Where is this being called? Is it being called anywhere? No. We said... Wait. Where is this being called? Oh, I'm calling it. My character is calling it. Stop calling it. And then set current score to 1,000. Yeah, there we go. I think my character was resetting it. My character was the one that was resetting it. Like it was almost the same. Score 0. Current score is 1,000 though. Randomized dungeon, build dungeon. Oh, it's because the current score in the game instance is 0 by default, so it loads 0. Yep, that makes sense. Let me game instance, game mode, current score, default 1,000. Yo, material inside the graph you call textures from two other... Okay. So you're doing the right thing, just the terminology was wrong. Got it. That's not a problem. That makes sense. Okay. So now that is working correctly. I just need to find a boss room nearby. There's the boss room nearby. I see it. But yeah, you were doing the right thing. Just instead of calling it textures, you're calling materials. So, all good. Okay, I'm gonna... Bam. 2,000 score. You level. 2,000 score. Score updates. And now you can actually do your score through the entire game. Yeah. Did it. That was a lot of fixes today. Can you make a dumb question? I mean, you can absolutely always ask questions, but I doubt they're dumb. You go a lot, but you weren't happy with the answer. How do you use a height map in Unreal? Using a normal map from height? No. You use a height map basically as you lerp through it, basically. You just pipe it in as it's just a black and white mask, right? So you take your height map and you just mask with it. You can adjust the contrast like any other texture. It's just a single channel mask and use the lerp. And then you can basically lerp between two things. So you can lerp between the base color, you can lerp between materials, you can lerp between anything using the height. It's just a mask. It's just a regular texture that's just from a single channel. Yep. That's the most basic like version of it. But yeah. So we have successfully done a lot of fixes. Holy crap. A lot of new things. And yes, you can get a height map from a normal, but usually you don't need to. To apply displacement in the material, you could use it for displacement. Yes, you don't have to. I was talking about texture, using a height map as a like a masking tool. Keep an eye out for my vids. Love supporting other YouTube. Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. If it's something along your lines, yeah, enjoy. Tomorrow is Saturday, which means tomorrow I'll be recording and editing the new video. And Sunday, we'll have a new devlog and a new update available on Patreon for this game. For people to grab and play a much better version, hopefully, now. Lots of new things since last time, I hope. I hope. Wish you were consistent with me? Start streaming. If you don't stream it, start streaming. That's what's like. I started streaming to become consistent because it's just motivation for me to make sure that, hey, I'm working on it today. So, yeah, that has helped me. I mean, it's not for everyone for sure, but if you can, I'd recommend it. Yep. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. See what they have. Thanks for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific for game day. It's Sunday. Next stream is Sunday, so game day. Holy crap. Wesley, thank you for the 100 bits. Much appreciated. Wait for it.
Thanks for the stream. Have an awesome weekend.
You have an awesome weekend too. Take care, guys. See you Sunday for game day. Take care. Bye-bye.